In this video, I'm going to show you how to crochet one of these cute mini frogs. There's no sewing required and they're really quick to make. It usually takes me about 15 to 20 minutes to make one. You'll work your little frog from back to front, crocheting the legs and eyelids as you go. Then finish off by attaching the eyes and a tiny mouth. If you're a complete beginner, take a look at my mini crochet octopus video. It's even easier than the frog, and it's also easier to see what's going on because I used thicker yarn. You can make this frog in any size, big or small, but for this tutorial I'll use fingering weight yarn and a 1.5mm crochet hook. You'll also need a bit of toy stuffing and a yarn needle. I used 4mm round black beads for eyes, with some black thread and a needle to sew them on. You can use safety eyes if you prefer. Now let's get started with our mini frog. Start by making a magic ring. Wrap the yarn around your finger, slide your crochet hook under the loop, grab the ball end of the yarn and pull it through the loop. Carefully slide the ring off your finger. Yarn over again and pull the yarn through the loop on your hook. Now you're ready to work the first round of stitches into the loop. For round 1, you'll work 6 single crochet stitches into the ring. To make a single crochet stitch, stick your hook into the ring, yarn over and pull the yarn through. Yarn over again and pull the yarn through all the loops on your hook. Repeat this 5 more times for a total of 6 single crochet stitches. Then pull on the yarn tail to tighten the ring. Your work should look like this at the end of round 1. For round 2, you're going to work 2 single crochet stitches into each stitch from round 1. You'll see each stitch has a little V shape on top. To make the first single crochet, stick your hook under both loops of the V shape. Yarn over and pull your yarn through. Yarn over again and pull the yarn through the 2 loops left on your hook. Work the second single crochet stitch into the exact same place as the first stitch. This is also called an increase. To complete round 2, work 2 single crochet stitches into each of the remaining 5 stitches of round 1. You should have 12 stitches at the end of round 2. For round 3, work 2 single crochet into the next stitch. Then 1 single crochet into the next stitch. Repeat this 5 more times. You should have 18 stitches left at the end of round 3. On round 4, we'll be making the frog legs. Start by crocheting 8 chains. To make a chain, simply yarn over and pull the yarn through the loop on your hook. Repeat this 7 more times to make 8 chains. Next, you'll work a half double crochet stitch into the 4th chain from your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook into the 4th chain. Yarn over and pull the yarn through the chain. Yarn over again and pull the yarn through all the loops on your hook. This is 1 half double crochet stitch. Now you're going to slip stitch into the remaining 4 chains. To make a slip stitch, insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over and pull the yarn through all the loops on your hook. Repeat this 3 more times. You've just made the first little frog leg. Now single crochet into the next 6 stitches. This is your frog's tummy. Next we'll make the second back leg. So chain 8, half double crochet in the 4th chain from your hook, Then slip stitch in the last 4 stitches. Finish the round by working a single crochet stitch into each of the remaining 12 stitches. At the end of round 4, you should have 18 single crochet stitches and 2 legs. For round 5, you'll simply work a single crochet into each single crochet stitch from the previous round. You'll need to be careful to skip over the frog legs and make sure you don't add any extra stitches. I usually hold the leg out the way while I make the stitches, then tug on the legs a little to make sure they're not stuck inside the body. You should have 18 stitches at the end of round 5. For round 6 and 7, we'll just single crochet into each stitch around. You should still have 18 stitches left at the end of round 7. Round 8 is exactly the same as round 4. For the leg, start with 8 chains. Half double crochet into the 4th chain from your hook. Then slip stitch into the next 4 chains. Single crochet in the next 6 stitches. Then crochet another 8 chains for the last leg. Half double crochet in the 4th chain from your hook. Then slip stitch in the remaining 4 chains. Finish the round by working a single crochet stitch into each of the next 12 stitches. On round 9, we're going to make some bubble stitches for the frog's eyelids. First, single crochet in the next 9 stitches, making sure to skip over the legs. To make the first bubble stitch, yarn over and insert your hook into the next stitch. Yarn over and pull your yarn through the stitch. Yarn over again and pull the yarn through 2 loops on your hook. There should still be 2 loops left on your hook. Now yarn over again and insert your hook into the same stitch. Yarn over and pull the yarn through. Yarn over and pull the yarn through 2 loops on your hook. There should be 3 loops left on your hook. Yarn over again and insert your hook into the same stitch again. Yarn over and pull the yarn through. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops on your hook. There should be 4 loops left on the hook. Yarn over again and insert your hook back into the same stitch. Yarn over and pull the yarn through. Yarn over again and pull your yarn through another 2 loops on the hook. There should be 5 loops left on your hook now. Yarn over one more time and pull the yarn through all the loops on your hook. This is the first bubble stitch. Now single crochet in the next 4 stitches. Then make another bubble stitch in the next stitch. Finish the round by single crocheting in the last 3 stitches. Your bubble stitches might be facing inward, but you can use your fingers to pop them out so that they look like eyelids. At the end of round 9, you should have 16 single crochet stitches and 2 bubble stitches. For round 10, simply work a single crochet into each stitch around. When you get to the bubble stitches, work into the V shape at the top of the bubble. You should have 18 single crochet stitches at the end of round 10. For round 11, we're going to use invisible decreases to shape the face and close up the hole. To make the first decrease, insert your hook into the front loop only of the next stitch, from bottom to top. Insert your hook into the front loop of the next stitch, again from bottom to top. Yarn over and pull the yarn through the first 2 loops. Yarn over again and pull the yarn through all the loops on your hook. Then work a normal single crochet in the next stitch. Repeat the decrease and single crochet 5 more times. You should have 12 stitches left at the end of round 11. If you prefer to use safety eyes, you can attach them now, just in front of the bubble stitches. Now is a good time to add your stuffing. Use enough stuffing so that your frog holds its shape, but not so much that the stuffing shows through the stitches. I usually use the back of my crochet hook to push the stuffing in. For the final round, simply work 6 more decreases. You should have 6 stitches left at the end of round 12. Now cut your yarn and finish off by pulling on the loop until the tail end slips all the way through. To sew the hole closed, thread your yarn onto a blunt-tipped needle. Then pass the needle through the front loop of each stitch around, from bottom to top. Pull on the tail to close the hole. Then stick your needle into the center of the hole and out somewhere on the frog's body. Tie a little knot and hide it inside the amigurumi. Then cut away the excess yarn. Now all we have left to do is sew on a little face. Cut about 50 centimeters or 20 inches of black thread. Fold it in half and thread the ends into your sewing needle. We're going to sew the eye beads in place just in front of each bubble stitch. To secure your thread behind one of the eyes, pass the needle through a little bit of yarn, but don't pull the thread all the way through. Then pass the needle through the loop created when you folded your thread in half. Pull to secure the thread. Now stick your needle in at the first eye and out at the base of the next eye. Thread an eye bead onto your needle. Then sew a small stitch to hold the bead in place. Pass your needle through the bead again. Then stick your needle in at the base of the eye and out at the beginning of the first eye. Thread the second bead onto your needle and secure it in place with a small stitch. Thread your needle through the bead again. Now we're going to add a tiny mouth. I usually sew mine between the last 2 rounds of the body. Stick your needle in at the base of the eye and out at one corner of the mouth. Stick it in at the other corner of the mouth, then out through any stitch on the frog's body. Tie a little knot to secure the end. Then hide it inside the body. Cut away the excess thread. And that's it, your little frog is complete. I've also made a few variations on this frog pattern. There's a bigger frog like this one, and then I made some with grumpy eyelids too. If you want to make those, I have a downloadable pattern available in my store. If you enjoyed making this little frog, remember to subscribe to my channel for more crochet tutorial videos.